Hello everybody, Ghostin3 here. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to talk about cleaning gear for hydration packs, Camelbak. This is a Camelbak kit. I added some stuff and I'm going to show you guys basically what it came with. Good job, Marcus. And I keep mine in a Ziploc bag. It came just in a regular little box, and it came with two things. There's different kits now for different bags. Most everything comes the same, but like I said, I labeled mine and keep mine in a big Ziploc bag, and it works great. Comes with this brush right here, and this is basically, I'm going to show you platypus bags. I have a video on this reservoir bag. The typical Camelbak, except for the old school ones and others they have, now have the big opening right here, so where you can fill it, which I think is really great. Love the way they progressed. So this right here, this brush right here with this L, is good to get in there and then start scrubbing and go around the edges and stuff like here. I don't have my other Camelbak here with a wide mouth opening, but you guys know, pretty much most all of you know, it has a big cap here that you open it up. So this is a platypus bag, but this is what this brush is for. That's what it comes with. And then second, this thing's a keeper. The brush, I mean, I could have bought that somewhere else, probably in a store. This is what really matters. I use this little Velcro strap just to keep it tied up like this. And this thing is for the tube, the reservoir tube, your drinking tube. And it's just, this thing's a blessing. I mean, it really works well. I mean, to get in there, there's no other choice but to get some type of brush like this. And you know, it's not really the easiest thing to find, so Camelbak makes this kit. I try to make my own stuff and my own kits, but hey, certain things you just can't, you know, it doesn't cost much anyways. So this thing here is about, wow, it's about it's almost 3, hey, come on. Come on, go there. It's about 3 feet. Hey, my little cat wants to play over here. Come on, alright, go play. Go play. Hey, sorry about that. My cat always wants to get in the videos. You can tell it's a little brush right here. And this is all bendable, curled up wire. I mean, it's really flexible. And your little loop right here. And that's what you're going to use your tube. And I'm going to show you guys that. Basically, that's the main part I think is important, more than the brush. Now, on this right here, if you have, I still have some old Camelbaks, and they have this system right here, and basically, like for the platypus, it's this kind of cap, and then the tube that goes right here. So this part actually, that'll go right here. So for those of you, I'll address both issues. The original ones, Camelbaks, came with like this, and I believe there's still some selling like that in other companies. And I do prefer nowadays, I'm upgrading my bags. Except for this one, I have all of them with a big wide mouth right here. They're all filled up in packs, so I didn't want to get them out. But you can go to the store and get brushes like this. This thing's about, let's see, 12, almost like 16 inches or something. This thing was probably $1. You can get them like a Harbor Freight and different stuff you could use for guns, your gun barrels. But this specifically is, you know, look, shove it in here. This thing's already clean too. And then move it around like this. So save yourself some money. Not everything, you know, you have to buy in kit form. So just a brush like this, $1. In fact, I think 3 of them are for 99 cents or $2. So this is a good length for any Camelbak, especially if you have this kind of mouth on here or a bottle or whatever. And this right here is just a typical brush that I bought for cleaning my Nalgene bottles, the wide mouths. Remember, Nalgene bottles, by the way, have some narrow openings like this as well. So you could use this kind of brush to clean them. And this, because it's flexible, as this. So will it go on this one? No, because it's just too thin. That's why I use this for the wide mouth Nalgene bottles. And that's how it comes. It's very light. And of course you're not going to carry this stuff, but I'll show you something, that little tidbit. So anyways, let's get to the hose. Now this is just a hose that goes onto the platypus reservoir bag. And this is adapter. What I do to clean it's basically, I'm outside right now because just want to make the video outside. I suggest you can do it different ways. You can get a a bowl or something, fill it with water, soap, or go to the sink. I do that. My sink is nice and clean. I close the stopper. I put hot, not too hot, kind of warm water with soap, and I I just dip the hose in there like this. So if this was a sink, you just put it in there. Let the water go in there. You could even suck through here and let the water go in. And then what I do is start using this brush, and I'm going to show you. This thing is really fantastic. This is a definitely must-have. So however you guys can get some kind of brush like this, and remember you're going to only use it strictly for the your Camelbak reservoir tubes, your drinking tubes. You don't want to start using this on your plumbing or other stuff and then on this and wash it. No. You got to have some kind of hygiene, my friends. This is strictly, period, only for this. So once the soap and water and everything are in here, what I do is you just shove this in here. Look at this. Now this is a smaller one right here. It's almost for some of you guys that know weapons. This is like a 22 caliber size right here. And here's a tip on this. Now some hoses are bigger, so before you buy a kit, if your hose is bigger, look at it before you go to the store and get a little thicker brush. So this is how easy this is. So you want to start from the beginning here, because if you start right here, this thing is way too flimsy. See that? It needs to be flexible. That's why it's that way. So you want to start from here, and you'll see it, which is great because it's see-through, as you can see it going right through there. And now, even though this thing is pretty long, and this thing's dry right now, it's not as long as the drinking tube. So what I do is I put it in from, clean it from both ends. This will go in even easier and come out even easier once it's wet inside. So there's the end. And what you can do is start pulling back. Now you're going to find it a little hard, so go all the way down here where the brush part is. You can see it in there. And then pull straight, and it'll do it really easy. You won't have to hurt your tube or anything right there. So then you want to do the other side. And remember, this is inside, you know, with the soap and water. Remember, if you stick it in like this and you start pulling this way, look, it's very difficult. It's like stuck, and it's just because of the suction, kind of suction, but it's, you know, it's flexible. Hold it over here wherever you see the bristles with one hand, and then right here, and watch. Look how simple that comes out. So there's a little technique to that. So anyways, let me hold this hose and the brush. As you can tell, look at this. The brush is not as long. So once you get the brush, I recommend you do both sides of the hose from both sides and clean it. Now what I also do is I put like an ounce or two of chlorine and into the bladder itself right here, regardless of what model you have, to clean it out. I close the cap, shake it up a bit, then I put the hose onto it, and I let the water and I fill it about halfway full, and the chlorine just shake around and go through the bladder and also go through your drinking tube, and then I use the brush again. So once I get rid of that, that makes me feel better, because you got that I said alcohol, I meant to say bleach, forgive me there, bleach. I'm thinking booze or something now, huh? I wouldn't waste booze like that. So anyways, you want to put a couple ounces, 1 ounce. You don't have to put that much. Mix with water, and once that bleach goes through your bladder and through these tubes, and then you can run your brush through it. So you could either go for soap and water, then that. What I like to do is soap and water, go through there, through my reservoir bag and the tubes, and then use my brush, get all that soap and water out of there, and then what I do is use bleach with water, just so I know it's killing all the germs. And I've made my Camelbaks in these tubes last a long time doing it that way. Then at least the last third step, just water. And what I do is then I can, once you get the soap and water and bleach and everything out of the bag, I mean, I can smell this right now. It just smells clean. It's just really clean. And I've drank water already from it's good. So that's what you want to do. So first, soap and water. You don't have to go that order, but soap and water for the tube and the bladder. Connect it, squeeze everything out of there, brush it up, and then put the second step, put the bleach water, a couple ounces, like an ounce. You don't have to use that much. Mix it with more water than bleach, and then basically clean it through the hose. Use the brush both times for step 1, soap and water. Step 2, bleach and water. And then the third step, use the brush again, just straight with water, and the water's getting rid of everything. And that's a simple little thing. Now, I always clean these. I keep pretty much all my reservoirs in my packs, and I change them out there's no magic number, but I change them out every 6 months. the water and clean them, and I taste it on purpose, and it's good. The longest I've gone, and I actually forgot about a pack, is about a year, and it still tasted good. These platypus bags are really good, same with the Camelbaks, but I recommend 6 months or somewhere in there, depending on your time, and then change it out and clean it. Now my daily hiking pack, I use that water, every time I go hiking, so I clean that one probably every 2 to 3 months because I'm using it so much, but it stays pretty clean. So anyways, that's the Camelbak cleaning kit, and obviously I wouldn't take this hiking with me, but you clean your packs, everything before you're hiking, camping, and it's going to come with just these two things. There's other kits that come with something to dry it with. It's like a plastic hanger type, different packs, and also it'll work for many, but you know what, this is what I use to hang it with. Get a clothesline, my friends, little 550 cord or any kind of cord you got. You could even tie it to this, tie it from one point to the end, whether it's in your bathroom or outside, let it air dry. And by the way, I almost forgot, step 4, I just hang these inside my bathroom and let them air dry overnight, and the next day it's perfect. So then you can refill them up and you're good to go. So you want to air dry. You never want to use a heater or any kind of heat source. I mean, these are plastics and stuff, so you don't want to go there. This is simple right here. Look, I have different sizes of these. Maybe some of you do at stationery stores, you can buy these. That's what I do. Put it to a clothesline, hang it, air dry it. Look at that. These things, they clip on great. It's not going to hurt your bag. If you need to do it with your tubes right here, look at this. It won't even squeeze a tube, but I could hang it from right here with a string or anything else you want. Maybe over your shower or over a door. And look at this, it's hanging. Real simple. You don't get all fancy. And I like that it's not squeezing the tube. So anyways, my friends, like I said, that's the what the kit comes with. Just these two things, the one I bought. I've had it for years. It's important you keep that clean. Oh, and here's another tip that Camelbak gives, not me, but I follow their tip. If you're not using your like in my bug out bags, that's different, but if you're not using your reservoir bag, your Camelbak, your tube here and everything, and you go outdoors every once in a million, put it in a Ziploc bag or something like this, just a tube. You can put the tube, an empty reservoir bag, fold it up. I'll show you right now. So you would just do this. Remember, this is for people that haven't used their Camelbaks. They don't use them in bug out bags, or you're just going to use it every season. So what you do is put it in a Ziploc bag. You could use anything, but I just love Ziploc bags for all kinds of stuff. And store this in the refrigerator, in the freezer, by the way. It's not going to collect any microbes or anything else. That's what Camelbak says. You can go to their website, it'll say it. And so if you're not going to use it, you're going to put it away, you're one of those kind of people, store it like that in your freezer. And you'll be good to go. So when you need it, you bring it out. It's not going to be all frozen or nothing like that. So it's plastic. So that's the way to store it as well. So my friends, there you go. I'll do another video because I was going to add it to this, but I think it's important. So I'm going to do a separate one on how to have a cleaning system, a real unique one. Nothing I invented, just the idea, but you could take with you when you're on the mountains and doesn't weigh nothing. So that'll be my next video. So anyways, Camelbak cleaning kit. Clean out your reservoirs, change out your water. It can save your life. And you don't want bugs and germs. Take care. Click on the like button, my friends. God bless.